Alright, what's going on, guys? Optical 20 here, back for a comparison video. This is not, if you've seen my unboxing and my review of this Man of Steel premium format from Sideshow, I like it. I like it. I wasn't expecting a lot when I got this statue, and for the price, I guess I could justify this purchase. So this is one of the most, I guess, underwhelming statue ever. But for the price that I got it for, I'm pretty happy with it. So I was just gonna do a comparison video between this and the Man of Steel from Hot Toys, or any Superman from Hot Toys for that matter. You don't have to, doesn't have to be specifically Man of Steel. You can use the Justice League Superman. This premium format from Sideshow, you can probably still find this in your local comic book shops. I got it from Big Bad Toy Store, like I said, for a pretty good price. So essentially, it is around $220, almost the same price as this Man of Steel from a few years back, and almost the same price, if not lower, than the Superman from Justice League. Now, with that being said, and I know, premium formats are generally more expensive than Hot Toys. They're bigger in size. This is a quarter scale compared to a 1/6 scale. They're also, supposedly heavier. This one is not. The heavy one is the base, if you've seen my review. But if you only have 200, something dollars, and let's say you are faced with the same experience as me. Let's say you go to a local comic book shop that you do have, and this is on sale for, let's say, $250. Which one should you pick up, and how does it stack up to the Hot Toys version? That's what I want to tackle right now. And hopefully, if you find this, I know this is an older statue, older figure as well. Hopefully this kind of helps you out and give you a rationale, just in case. Not even just this Man of Steel itself, but if you find yourself in a position like mine. I'm mostly a 1/6 collector, as you know, but every once in a while, this is the first time I dove into a premium format. This is probably not going to be the last time. But if you're, I'm still a 1/6 guy, but I like the look of this quarter scale. So I'll just do a quick comparison, and we'll get right into it. All right, let's start off with a base. So with a base of Man of Steel from Hot Toys, it's really one of the best bases that they've created, especially for just an MMS figure, not even a DX. That entire line of Man of Steel was amazing, but specifically this Man of Steel Superman. I mean, look at that base right there, and it has the dynamic stand as well, so you can fly around over. And then he does come with this key. I forgot what it's called, but it's a key. And then he comes with a 1/1 scale and then a 1/6 scale key. Now, compared to this premium format, the base is beautiful as well. And this is actually just the statue part of the base, this is, I believe, made out of polystone because it's really heavy. The rest of the figure is, I believe, it's just plastic. It's really light, but it is nicely done. As you can see, there's a lot of nice details in there. This part right here kind of imitates the one that is on the side of his suit, so that's beautiful as well. So I would say, as far as the base, obviously the Hot Toys one comes with a bunch of hands and, like I said, some accessories. So I would give the nod to Hot Toys here as far as the bases are concerned. Alright, as far as the suit, they are both fabrics. So even though the premium format is technically a statue, it does have a tailoring on it. This is not sculpted, so I guess that is one of the reasons why they use PVC. Well, I'm showing you here the Hot Toys version. They both suffer from this color, which is known to in the Hot Toys community. You could do a custom that would make it flush to his shoulder. Now, as far as this guy, this is I guess a little better, although not that much anyway. The cape that they used is more of a velvet type of material here, compared to the Hot Toys, which is more like silk, honestly. So I don't I don't know which one is more accurate, but I like the color for this. Is more like a Batman v Superman color, but I like the S better. As you can see, it's more wider compared to the S on this Hot Toys, although it doesn't bother me that much, to be quite honest with you. Even the color, I can forgive it. if it's not that accurate. But the body type, I like the body type of this. If you are into Hot Toys for a while now, you know that this body type has been used so many times because for custom, because it's just a different type of body. I think it's taller, it's more muscular, and this is in demand in terms of doing custom with Captain America and any figure for that matter. Also, his gauntlet in here is plastic compared to I guess this one's plastic as well for the premium format, as you can see right there. But this one's kind of like embedded to the suit. It's not really separate compared to the Hot Toys Man of Steel here. Man of Steel is a little brighter. You see the yellows in here on his belt compared to the Hot Toys version, which is a little bit more pronounced as far as saturation is concerned. And also you can see the blues is, yeah, so more, I guess, saturated and just a little darker on this side. Okay, so this part right here is a no-brainer. That head sculpt right there by Hot Toys is just phenomenal. That is Henry Cavill right there, through and through. There's no doubt about it. As you can see, I'm not even using a macro camera, but you can tell. I mean, I don't need to zoom in completely from these angles, these pictures. It's clear. It's clear who the real winner here is. Definitely Hot Toys. And to be fair, Hot Toys and premium formats hasn't really been that good when it comes to head sculpt. So it's not this particular premium format. In general, they're really behind when it comes to sculpting, when it comes to head sculpt compared to Hot Toys. As you can see here, and then if I like just move forward or back in here, you can see, yeah, there you go. That is rough painting right there. Even on the side, you can see from the side of his hair. I mean, it's okay from a premium format, I suppose, from a statue's point of view, but comparing that to this, which is also like a smaller scale, I mean, there's no comparison. Hot Toys would just destroy, not just this particular piece, but any piece for that matter. I would say I've yet to see. I mean, granting I don't really pay attention to premium formats, but let me know in the comments down below if there's any premium format that would exceeds Hot Toys head sculpt, because so far they're the best that I've seen, both in 1/6 or quarter scale, even on their figures. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below if there's something. I know Prime 1 does pretty good. So, but as far as Sideshow, yeah, I don't know about that. But Prime 1, yep, they're up there, if not better, especially on their larger scales. Alright, so you got this two figures right here, or statue and a figure. The biggest difference obviously is the Hot Toys you can articulate. This piece right here, you can't even remove the head or change hands or nothing like that. While the Hot Toys version, obviously, you can put him in so many poses. But this pose that I have in here, right here, is already in pose. I love that pose, just straight up and down. Obviously you can make it fly. The suit is stretchable enough that you're not worried. I've had this figure for a long time now and I've never had any problems with it. So I'm assuming that's going to continue in the future. But as far as display pieces, I mean, from afar, obviously a statue would always have the benefit there because he's bigger. You can also pose him in a pose like this where, you can leave him forever, basically, and not have to worry about the suit. Not this particular piece right here, but any other pieces. And for the most part, one of the advantages of having a statue is that they can do dynamic poses that Hot Toys can't do. Well, this particular piece right here, this pose, is not really that dynamic, so it's not impossible to achieve using a Hot Toy. But there are certain pieces where, the Batman versus Superman from Sideshow, where they're both fighting and capes are flying all over the place. Those are one of those things where it doesn't matter if you're really good at posing, you would never achieve that, or you're gonna have some really trouble maintaining that pose. Even if you do achieve it, you're gonna have to see some wires, not wires, but dynamic stance all over the place, and it's not gonna look pretty. So that's one of the, I guess, advantages of a premium format statue compared to a Hot Toys figure in sense of display. And with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and put them on display and just show you what I mean. Alright, so this is kind of like the place where I'm gonna display both of them, and I just want to show you the difference. So this is right next, it's like a window well right next to my display pieces right here. This is where my computer is, and as you can see, it looks nice. You know, I'm still gonna surround him with a bunch of stuff, but I just wanted to give you an example of how a 6 scale displays compared to a quarter scale. So this is my 1/6 scale, you know, Superman. I know this, his space is a bit dirty right there, but I'm gonna clean it up. But if once, so it looks good from here. But once you step back, you know, a few steps backward, and I'm just taking a few steps here, now it gets smaller and smaller. Now, you know, imagine if it was like 1/12 or so, but these guys are all 1/6. Everything is 1/6. I don't have any quarter scale, like even my Star Wars up there. So he's just in line. The difference is that he's not, you know, once you step away a few inches, you know, a few steps back, he's not that imposing anymore. And let me and look at where his head is at, right there. So let me transition over to the premium format. All right, so this is the premium format version. As you can see, it is way taller. It almost hit the ceiling out there with the puck lights and all that stuff. So I'm gonna step away here. It's so big that the base is so big that it doesn't even, I might have to remove this molding right here, but it works. I don't know, I'll just keep it as it is. And if you step back, as you can see right there, it's still pretty noticeable because it's so damn big. So as far as display is concerned, obviously the premium formats are going to be better as far as display pieces. Fun factor wise, I would give it to 1/6 because you can move them around, you know. But if you're looking for a display piece that you're not going to touch ever again, and you're okay with his face, but depending on the price too, you know, like if you're giving me the same price for 2 figures, I mean, for this, let's just say this is a statue as well, and it's 1/6, and you know, and have to stand him right there, I mean, I'm okay with that. I'll still pick this if they're the same price. Now, if this is, you know, especially if you're gonna buy the premium format, if you just want the premium format because of the size, you know, I can't blame you, but I always recommend this guy first, honestly, because of the head sculpt and just the flexibility of what you can do with it. But you know, it's your money. But if you find this for a cheaper price, I would say, you know, regardless of the reviews that you've seen, and I know I got my own review as well, and of course my take on it is a bit different than the people that bought it 5 years ago for the, you know, the amount that they paid it for. I basically paid it less than a Hot Toy, so obviously the value that I'm getting for, you know, what I paid for was a little bit better than what theirs. But it doesn't make it like the greatest statue in the world. It also doesn't make it the worst statue as well because of the price point. So take it as it is. But if you're gonna ask me, same price point, I would always get the Hot Toys. So, all right, again, thank you for watching, guys. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitch. And I would see you guys in the next video.